I always have to make sure. I wonder if like it clicks on because I get like the red. I wonder if it clicks on before, if it goes before it clicks on. You know. Sometimes I feel like it does it with sometimes. Sometimes it does it with some of them. So library hall. He said too. Want to show my nephew. Cousin if he comes over. I don't come over, but I gotta check these. These are the junior ones. They're kids movies, so it was in the kids section. Oh, it's not too scratched though. Well, it's kind of scratchy though. Yeah, Iron Giant. Like I have this movie, but it's the extended cut. I don't have the extended cut because they came out with it like 14 years later. I wonder if it's just all the deleted scenes. I know it is, but I wonder if it's like it was included beforehand. I think they finished the. Well, they had to have. I would think. I think they finished the animation on them. So even if it's in the original DVD, it's play unfinished. And then the interlibrary one, which is a pretty big stack. I wanted to go today either way, because I had to return that Iron Fist book, which I will be reviewing. I had to return today because I forgot again to renew it. And when you forget to renew it, it goes on your... That's why I'm glad, and I hope... I have not checked, actually, but I hope the fines went off my account. I don't think I'd be allowed to take out books anyway, so... Alright, so... And it was in a different room, because it's in the junior kids room, so they'd probably be like, yeah, because they don't know me. So they'd probably be like, because it's junior kids room, it's 2 different librarians, they'd probably be like, yeah, you can't do that. Escape room. It's the first one. I don't know how good this is. I just kind of wanted, the new one's out. I kind of wanted to see how the original was. I heard it was pretty good. Like, not like really good or anything like that, but it was just good enough for what it was. And this one I actually heard was really good. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. They're both Blu-ray, which is awesome. I don't like it in DVDs because we just went over the scratches. I really feel like they should have someone that goes through all the movies. They bring in like a DVD player that works really well, and it's already convoluted. So I guess that's why they don't do it. And then they can have like spit out me, and they can have them test them out. See how they are. Okay, so the first one up is kind of funny because this one just got a reprinting. And I almost got it at Newberry. And that's Suicide Squad Trial by Fire. Almost feels like it's not, though, because the old DC Comics logo is right here. But the condition almost seems like it's the new printing, which, again, it wouldn't be. Same price, though, as the new one. This is the older older copy. Kind of weird. You gotta type in like a code to return it. But yeah, this is the first 8 issues of the original like 80s Suicide Squad. So no Harley Quinn. I think the only recognizable one, yeah, is Bloodshot. And I liked it. Like a couple of them I liked, a couple of them I was like, and it's kind of I'm flip-flopped. But I want to read the original 8 issues. I think I have the second one, the third one, something like that. This one I just had heard was good, and this is technically part of the Astonishing X-Men series. But this is Storm, by an author. I love that they put this in, like, front and center. They knew what they were doing. You cannot tell me otherwise. They knew what they were doing with his last name. That's funny. But yeah, this is a Storm series. It's like a mini-series. I have the one... I actually was reading the one that Greg Pak did. I really like that one. So it's anything like that one. The Greg Pak one, no one knows anything about. I feel like more people know about that Storm book than the others than that one, you know? Then Journey into Mystery by Kieran Gillan. This is when I checked out before. I probably still have the same bookmark in here. Yep, I just felt it. The same bookmark in here. What should I stop on? Of course, get that on the other side. 628. And it starts on, what, 622. So it's almost done. I think it's finished it. So this one I just, like... Too Sandman-y. I should check out Sandman, whoopsies. It was too Sandman-y for my tastes, but I'm willing to give it a second chance. It's Kieran Gillan. I like Kieran Gillan. It has to do with Norse mythology. I liked Wicked and the Divine, which is basically the same thing, but characters I don't know. This is a character I do know. It's weird. And I like Thor. I like the Jason Aaron run on Thor. It's very weird to me why I did not like it. I knew this one here. Let's do this right now. I knew this one would be the thickest one because it's the last one. This is volume 12 and volume 11. So 11 and 12, last 2 choose. Such a damn good series. weird ass premise, but they do like the best with it that they can, and it somehow like exceeds my expectations like every time. Black, and I'll be reviewing the one I read, obviously. Black Vortex, had to read this one for the other Guardians book I got. That's why I have not seen a review for that yet, and I almost forgot I had it. Pretty bad condition, though. Like, damn, guys. Because a lot of people want to read Black Vortex, guys. But yeah, this one, you kind of had to read it. I wish I had known it was an event before I got that X-Men one. Because the X-Men one, I was just like, screw it, I'll read it, you know? I guess, at least Guardians, no, it's not, never mind. No, it said next up is Black Vortex for Guardians. That's how I knew. I was gonna, like, how did I know? So this Omnibus just came out, the Recommender Captain America Omnibus. It is not getting the best reviews from Goodreads, and the individual trades got not the greatest reviews either. Let's see how it is. I heard it starts out well, so probably like when it starts out, you know. Family Business. Batgirl Volume 2. Volume 3 came out before Volume 2. I wonder if it's still over. Nope, Hook's it. That's why. They're trying to do different libraries. I actually have a different way of putting it in. And it is a perfect segue into what I'm going to mention next, my next book. So you know how I said Clone Saga Part 2? It might have, may not have. But how Clone Saga Part 2 was not available? That's because it must have been the way I put it in. Because I got that Amazing Spider-Man 2 Prelude, which you never saw. I never reviewed because I never read it. Because it was just kind of like a... Why? But yeah. They didn't have it, but I guess I had to be more specific. And I just put it in again. I was like, hey, why not? It did show one time. It did last time. I don't think it showed any libraries. This time it did, so I knew it was available. It showed me the library that had it, and it's the same one I believe that has Volume 1, and will have Volume 3. Just pure curiosity. I kind of liked the first one. It wasn't perfect, but it was good enough. You know, it wasn't like, oh my god, it's terrible. And I heard it starts out really great, but it ends. Actually, no, it won't, but this volume ends right before issue 400, which is by far everyone says is their favorite, which I can already attest to because I've already read it. But I can't say if it's the best out of all of them because I haven't, you know. Okay, so if I hurry up, I can read my book by 9 o'clock. Not a whole lot to review. No, I didn't finish a whole lot. That's why I need to check how many books I took out because I took out 2 movies I shouldn't have technically. All right, so Iron Fist. I checked this book out 400. Took out my shoes. I have taken this book out and I'm doing the super oh, I don't know how close I am. Let's get even closer. Yeah, that's a great idea. It's not uncomfortable to anybody else. So Iron Fist, I've checked out like 400 times, literally 400 times, because I kept because I kept giving up. It was like, this is. Like, first time, it was because of Roy Thomas's dated-ass run. That made it so boring. Like, Roy Thomas, except for that Avengers one I'm reading, he can't... I just don't like his writing. He can't write, like... And it's dated. I understand it comes from the 70s, like, and this came from the 70s, too. I was thinking the Kree Skrull Avengers one. I know he said Avengers run I liked, but there's another Avengers. Captain America one he wrote. It was actually in the 90s, too. Anyways, getting back to Iron Fist. So I gave up after that point. And then I was like, you know what? Let's get past the Roy Thomas ones. Because I found out that it wasn't all Roy Thomas. I thought it was all Roy Thomas. But then it goes, it's a bunch of writers. And I found out it was different writers. So I was like, okay, I'll give it a chance. I really enjoyed it at that point. It's the second time I read it. And then I stopped midway through Chris Claremont's run, and probably like 75% of the way through, because it's 1 through 15, and it's all Chris Claremont, and then the Marvel premiere is like 15 to 25, and then 2 Marvel team-ups. So technically I have not finished it, but I'm going to go through the... Technically I should not be reviewing it then. But I'll review the Marvel team-up book, because that's what I'm going to read it, because I have the last 2 issues in the Marvel team-up book, which is awesome, so I don't have to deal with Iron Fist anymore. But anyways, and then this last time, like, I'm going to finish it, because I keep putting it back, and then renewing it, and putting it back, and then renewing it, and then not renewing it, and then getting it again, you know, all that shit. So I'm just going to power through it, and it wasn't, like, worth it. It was actually kind of worse than the last time. Like, even the Marvel premieres I liked, I was like, eh. So, Iron Fist is never going to be my favorite Marvel character. It's never going to be a character I'm like, oh my god, it's so underrated, his books. His books are so underrated. I'm never going to have an Iron Fist omnibus. Maybe I would get the Ed Brubaker Immortal Iron Fist one, but that's about it. The David F. Walker, Power Man Iron Fist. I remember liking that one. That's about it. And I don't think, I think it's only 2 volumes. They wouldn't come out with an omnibus. So yeah, Iron Fist, I would give like I'll go over after, but probably like a 6 out of 10. Just okay, in my opinion, obviously. I like Chris Claremont's X-Men a hell of a lot better. It's kind of funny that he writes X-Men and that's so damn good, and then he writes, and this I haven't gotten to the good stuff of Chris Claremont's run yet. And then he writes Iron Fist, and it's the complete opposite. I've heard his Ms. Marvel is not that great either. True, just as good as ever. Like, you guys have got to read that series. Royal Volume 2. Kind of weird. So I don't... keep hiccuping. I don't think I mentioned this when I was reviewing Volume 1. But this is not like a superhero book. This is a family drama. It's like... I wouldn't say it's like a drama, like a family drama type comic. It's, not superheroes or anything like that. No one has powers or anything. There's some fantastical elements in it, but not much. It's almost all, like, realistic fiction, like, real life shit. And it's so damn good. Volume 1, I want to, so far, Volume 1 is my favorite. But I think it's just because you never forget your first time. First one's always going to be good, sequelitis, all that. But Volume 2 is just as good. But it's because of Volume 1, I didn't know what to expect from the book, and I was pleasantly surprised. So I liked it a lot more. But Volume 2, it focuses on it goes into the past because of what happened. I'm not gonna give anything away, but it takes it answers some questions that you had in Volume 1. I'm wondering what Volume 3 is gonna be, because there's a Volume 3. Actually, I can't remember what it's gonna be because I already read 1 issue of it. But so far, actually no. At this point, I don't know where they're gonna go from now. Although it's 2 issues left, so maybe I don't know. But Peg 2 is there's only 4 issues that one. Or the last one. It's a 14-issue maxi series. TMNT Volume 2. Another thing I don't know if I mentioned, but no, I think I did. What was it? What was the thing I was gonna? I thought I forgot to mention. I don't know, but Tmnt Volume 2 was just as good as the first one. But probably better, because every issue was just as good as the last one. There was no, like, ridiculous, they completely forgot about that whole, they never mentioned it again with that, and they went to that other dimension with these, Rhino people. Never really mentioned that. They mentioned the whole Mauser incident that led up to that, but they don't mention it because something really bad happened with that. I'm not gonna give anything away. But they don't mention the Rhino shit. And it was like, really weird. And I feel like even Eastman and Layer were like, yeah, that's just stupid. Why do you do that? They're probably fucking high, honestly. It was the 80s. Well, actually, was it more crack then? I don't know. But anyways, yeah, TMNT Volume 2 was probably better than the first one, actually, because they didn't have any, because no issue was like, oh, I gotta read another one of these. No, every issue was like, I read it, it was 48 pages, and it took me less than a half hour to read some of them. And sometimes, in an 18-page Iron Fist book, took me over a half hour sometimes. Take that into effect. That's how much I like TMNT. Is that double, triple, almost triple the, I think it is triple, the amount of the Iron Fist book, and it took me less time to read. Of course, because it had some splash pages, but still. It was fast-paced. I didn't feel I did never, ever, ever, ever felt the need to take a break from reading it. I just... of course, I'd read it issue by issue, and then 1 issue a day, and then 2 at the end, that whole thing. But other than that, I never felt the need to take a break. But I probably would have just read the whole series in 1 sitting, basically. NA, what's NA? New Avengers. So New Avengers, this is a Civil War one. It's kind of an anthology thing where they focus on different characters. It's Civil War. It was kind of annoying that they did Captain America, because Captain America had his own book, but it wasn't like, it was still it was still a good story. But they were all really damn good, like where was that Brian Michael Bendis, the other New Avengers books? which I liked enough, but this one was probably the best of the best, best of the bunch. Then at the end, it gets back to the actual story, and I was like, eh. I'm gonna read the I solicited the 6th and final. They don't have volume 7 Interloans. There's 12 volumes in the entire series, but they only have actually more than 12. They only have 6 of them. So I'm gonna stop New Avengers after that. But yeah, New Avengers I liked a lot better than the other ones. But volume 6, I'm still reading the series. I still liked it enough to continue, like with Lazarus. But also, like with Lazarus, when they stop having it Interloans or anywhere, I'm going to separate the series. So, that'll be the last one. That's it. What time is it? 8:39. I may have enough time to finish. Hope. I don't know. But yeah, it was funny too. I forgot to mention when I was going through the books. But a lot of these, like I just put in, like Journey into Mystery and Captain America. Those are just like at the beginning of this week. I feel like Saturday or Sunday. They never cease to amaze me how quick they are with that. Yeah, that's about it. I keep saying, but yeah. So Thursday, hopefully I'll be able to go again. Hopefully, I hope. And then you'll get the other ones there. Probably New Avengers with it. Which is all the ones I put in this week. Like, it's everything. So I have nothing coming in for next week. Unless I put in shit for this week. Which I don't know what to put in for this week. Because all the series I'm on, like, Chew is almost over. Chew will be over when I'm done with it. Batgirl will be over. Even though I took a break from Batgirl anyways. I've been done with Batgirl a long time ago. Had I not taken a break from that series. Chew, too, actually. If I'm being perfectly honest. I finished Preacher, I finished Wicked and Divine, I finished Skyward, I finished, just a whole bunch of ones I finished. And while it wouldn't be like the two, it would only be like one per. And Lazarus I'm done with, Lazarus I don't have in the next volume. There's a lot of series that I'm just like, I either don't have the next volume of, or they just, or I finish the series. But yeah, that's about it.